What made you go through that moment? What was it that you were able to go through that? What was going on?
Just my mind. Like I said, I do a lot of visualization. I do a lot of meditation, and I think if I wasn't able to meditate and get my empower my mind, I probably wouldn't survive the storm.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of the First Generation Millionaire Podcast. If you don't know me, if you're just tuning in, my name is Antonio Starr. I am your host of this show. I am the founder of First Generation Millionaire LLC. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've seen those First Generation Millionaire shirts and hats and hoodies and all that stuff floating around, I was blessed with the vision to bring that to the masses. So thank you so much for tuning into this podcast. Listen, today is going to be a very, very special one. Let me tell you something. You're getting this podcast immediately after I record this, right? You're getting episode 4 immediately after I record it and, tag it and do all that stuff. But it's coming directly to you. And it's something different. It's something that I wasn't even planning on releasing today as episode 4. I had another show that I plan to release for episode 4, but it's something that happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you stay tuned in, to God and you stay tuned into the lessons and the messages that God is sending you through these different vessels. And today I woke up, ladies and gentlemen, and I saw this interview on this website, and it's with my man Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is a heavyweight boxer, and he had a match, and I missed the match. I don't know if it was this weekend. I'm assuming it was this weekend, so forgive me, Deontay, if you're listening. But he had a match, the fight of his life, to my understanding, and he wasn't expecting to win this match, right? And if you know Deontay Wilder, I don't know him that well, but I've seen some of his videos, and this guy's always dropping gems. He's very vocal about the way that he feels. He's very vocal about the way that he operates and the way that he moves, and it's just inspirational, to say the least. Well, today I got this clip, and it's like two and a half minutes long that I got. And as soon as I got it, I said, you know what? This is episode 4. We have to dissect Deontay Wilder, his words, what he had to say after winning this fight, after defeating one of his toughest opponents yet. And his opponent wasn't just in the ring, but outside of the ring as well, all the naysayers. So he had to come in and speak on it. And this brother dropped so many gems that I want to bring to you guys, because this is what the First Generation Millionaire Podcast is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Some people look at it, the gear. Some people look at the message. Some people look at our logo. Some people may look at the name of the podcast. And forgive me, there's somebody at my door, probably the UPS guy, and my dogs are going crazy, but this is live and this is how we do it. But First Generation Millionaire isn't just about money. It's not just about having millions. It's not just about people having flashy fly gear. First Generation Millionaire is about a mindset, ladies and gentlemen, and understanding the mindset that you need to be a millionaire. And again, it's not necessarily financially a millionaire, but some of us just have that worth. Some of us are worth $1 million. We've helped a lot of people create a lot of great things for themselves, create great income and prosperity for themselves, right? That's what a millionaire is about, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to help you guys mold that mindset. I want to help you guys get into that mindset of what a true millionaire is. And there's no other way to really discuss it, no really other way to illustrate it outside of Mr. Deontay Wilder. So what we're going to do, we're going to go through this video. I got my setup here. I've been working on my setup for my podcast, ladies and gentlemen, so I can be professional. I got my phone linked in to my recording device so I can play the audio directly off the phone. So we're going to go through this entire interview, and I'm going to break it down, and I'm going to tell you what I heard. And then I want you to listen for yourself to see what you heard. And we're doing this in podcast form so you can play it back, play it over and over and over, and ingest it into your mind, body, and your spirit, right? So here we go. We're going to start at the top, and we're going to break this thing down all the way through. Ladies and gentlemen, Deontay Wilder, watch this.
You're throwing hard balls. You didn't even go down. People are talking like you didn't even get dropped.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Since I'm so off balance, I should have went down, right?
Anybody else
gave me with clean shots, right? But they just show you that just show you what a champion heart look like. I showed a perfect example what it is to be a champion and have a champion mindset and have a champion heart.
I showed the perfect example of what it is to have a champion mindset and a champion heart, ladies and gentlemen. What it is to have a champion mindset and a champion heart. Listen, I saw some highlights of this boxing match, and this guy, Deontay, got hit with some serious blows. His opponent got hit with some serious blows. Like he was wobbling. Deontay was wobbling in the 7th round, and that's what they're kind of talking about here in the first part of this interview. And he was like, yeah, you know, they thought I was off balance. They thought I was going to fall. But in my mind, I knew I was stronger than that. Physically, I was hurt. Physically, I was staggered. Physically, it may have looked like it was over for me, but my mind controls my body, ladies and gentlemen. I control my mind, and my mind controls my body, and I have a champion mind. So my champion mind tells my body, hey, listen, you are a champion, Deontay. You are a champion. You've taken blows like this before. You've taken hits like this before. We've been here before. Now, are you going to lay down or are you going to stand up? Are you going to take these punches literally, or are you going to fall down? A lot of us, we're taking punches. We don't take punches like Deontay. We're not into the pugilism, the physical pugilism, but we're into life pugilism. We're getting hit by life. We're getting hit by other people. We're getting hit by misunderstandings. We're getting hit by bills, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting hit by just setbacks. But you have to have a champion mind and a champion heart, ladies and gentlemen, to know and will yourself through the toughest times. Because that's when a champion is tested. And a champion is not tested when they're up and they're landing every blow, right? And they're staggering their opponent. A champion is tested when they're taking the licks, when momentum is not on their side, when prosperity is not on their side. That's when the champion, a true champion's heart, is on display. That's when a true champion's mind is on display, ladies and gentlemen. That's when it's tested. That's what Deontay Harvey is talking about here. Let's continue on.
You know, you have to have this in boxing. Boxing is a dangerous sport, and you don't have the confidence, you don't have to have the heart, you'll never become a champion. And I proved that tonight. I know a lot of guys gonna be in the gym working. I've had a lot of comments from boxers that's fighting right now and told me how I motivate them and how they want to go to the next step, because I'm showing. Not only just I'm talking, but I'm showing. And
Not only that I'm talking, but I'm showing. Ladies and gentlemen, what this man is telling you is the manifestation, right? It's the manifestation. He said boxing is a dangerous sport, right? You have to be built for it. Life is a dangerous sport. Business is a dangerous sport. Relationships are a dangerous sport, ladies and gentlemen. But when you have a champion mind and you have a champion heart, right? And you know that other people are watching you. When you are a first generation millionaire, you understand that I'm the first. I'm jumping out here. I'm going to take all the blows. I'm going to take all the hits. I'm going to take all the insults. I'm going to take all the attempts to discredit me. But other people are watching me. He said other people are watching him. There are boxers in the gym now. There was a boxer that was watching Deontay Wilder that was pretty much ready to give up on boxing, I'm sure. They were tired of taking the hits. They were tired of taking the losses. They were tired of being defeated, not only in the ring, but in their mind as well. But then when they saw what this man did, when they saw that this man clawed his way through the 7th round and to get a knockout 3 rounds later, ladies and gentlemen, when they saw that inspired them. He inspired them to get back in the gym. There is somebody that's watching you, ladies and gentlemen. And if you are a champion, like you say you are a champion, if you truly believe that you're a champion, you understand and you accept the fact that you're doing this for other people too. You are empowering other people. You're going to be the first. You're going to be the first, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. Let's keep going.
I think that's very important, to not only be a loudmouth and speak, but it's actually so. Because when I was quiet, when nobody paying attention. But now I'm loud, they all paying attention. Whether they get on their nerves or not, I'm going.
Listen, this is major right here, because on my social media, someone was saying, you know, I'm gonna start doing like some other person they mentioned, and I'm gonna start moving in silence. And my response to them was, not me. I'm loud AF. And if you understand what AF means, you know, that's what it is. I'm loud AF. And I'm not loud. I'm not loud to be braggadocious. I'm not loud to be braggadocious. I'm not loud to put anybody down. I'm not being loud to belittle anybody. I'm being loud because I'm putting it out there. You got to be loud because people want to hear you. And you're being loud for the people that need your voice, not the people that are annoyed by your voice. Champion, you're being loud for the people that need your voice, not the people that are annoyed by your voice, because it doesn't matter if you're louder or if you're whispering. The people that are annoyed by you, the people that have made themselves your opponents, they don't want to hear it anyway. They don't even want to see you. They don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you compete. They don't want to hear your name being mentioned. But forget them. You're doing it for the people that need that voice, for the people that are on the brink of giving up on life, for the people that are on the brink of giving up on their relationships, for the people that are on the brink of just giving up, period. You need to speak loud and proud. Listen to the rest of this.
I'm going to keep speaking it. I'm going to keep believing it and watch me receive it.
I'm going to keep speaking it. I'm going to keep believing it and watch me receive it, ladies and gentlemen. Good friend of mine. Her name is Robin Nicole. I'm going to put the link to her podcast in the notes, in the show notes. I put the link to her podcast. But years ago, Robin Nicole put me on to The Secret. She put me on to The Secret, the book and the movie, right? And in The Secret, they were talking about, most of you guys probably know about The Secret, but in The Secret, they were talking about, speaking things, putting things out there, put it into the universe, put it into your prayers, speak it into existence. When you're talking loud and people are listening, you're telling them what you are about to manifest. And I believe that when you put it out there, you're holding yourself accountable. You have to hold yourself accountable because other people are going to hold you accountable. And that's going to give them the courage to be big and bad and bold and just broad enough to say, hey, this is what I'm about to do. I speak it, I'm going to believe it, and watch me receive it. I'm going to speak it, I'm going to believe it, and watch me receive it. Because I am a champion. Let's keep going, Deontay.
How hurt were you during that round?
I think I was a little buzzed or whatever. He had me in the whirlwind, like I said. I was trying to get out of that little tornado. He does put good combinations together, and when he have a guy hurt, he get that killer instinct on. And I understand it, but I am a champion. I got to know how to adjust to situations, and I think I did that very well tonight and show him that it's going to take more than that to take Sophia from me, baby.
Sophia's his belt, I'm assuming. It's going to take a lot more than that to take this from me. To take Sophia from me, ladies and gentlemen. Again, that's a champion mindset. It's unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen, but there are people, there are forces, right? There are spirits that are out there conspiring against you, right? They're conspiring against you, ladies and gentlemen. But you got to be big and bad and bold enough, right? You got to be able to take those hits. You got to be able to take those hits. Think about what you're doing it for. This man named his belt. I don't know how many boxers name their belts, but this man named his belt. What happens when you name it? What happens when you claim it? You put your stamp on it. You say, this here is mine. I work for this. I'm going to keep this. I will die for this. And I don't want anybody to physically die for it. But what I'm saying is that's what your heart is saying. Your heart is saying, I will take all the blows. Your heart is saying, I will take all the blows. I will take all the hits. I will be there for you when you are physically staggered. When you're physically staggered, your heart and your mind will take over, ladies and gentlemen, because nobody's going to take Sophia away from you. Nobody's going to take your business away from you, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's going to take your dreams away from you. Nobody. You got to be committed to it, ladies and gentlemen. You got to be committed like a champion. You got to have a death grip on whatever it is that you're holding on to. Let's keep going.
He knew it was going to be a tough fight. I knew it was going to be a tough fight. No matter what we said, we knew what it was going to be. I had to figure him out, and Here's the outcome. You know.
Tell me,
Last question
what,
right here.
what made you go through that moment? What was it that you were able to go through that? What was going on?
Just my mind. Like I said, I do a lot of visualization. I do a lot of meditation, and I think if I wasn't able to meditate and get my empower my mind, I probably wouldn't survive this storm.
Oh my God. Just my mind and my visualization. And I do meditation. What this man is saying is, I saw the victory before I even stepped in the ring. I saw the victory before I even stepped in the ring. I saw the degree of difficulty before I even stepped in the ring. I knew I was going to get hit with something at some point. I knew he would stagger me at some point. This guy is a champion as well. This guy is a professional as well. But my vision wouldn't allow me to lose sight of it. My vision would not allow me to lose sight of the end that I've already casted. The vision that I've already casted. My heart and my mind would not allow me to lose sight of my vision, ladies and gentlemen. And I came in armed with the vision. I came in armed with the plan. I came in armed with the determination to stick to my plan and my vision. I came in armed with the definite goal of walking out a champion, the champion that I am, the champion that I know I am, the champion that I will continue to prove over and over again. Are you visualizing? Do you visualize where you want to be? Do you visualize where you will be, ladies and gentlemen? I'm working on a book right now. I'm finishing up the second draft of my book, right? It's called Not Afraid to Be First. And it's ironic that I'm on the chapter right now where we're talking about visualizing and we're talking about building your avatar, right? And your avatar is the manifestation of all your thoughts, dreams, goals, and ambitions. What does your avatar look like? What does your future self look like? Have you envisioned that? Because if you go into any match, if you go into any situation without a vision, ladies and gentlemen, you're setting yourself up to be beat down. You're setting yourself up to submit. You got to have that vision. You got to take time to meditate. You got to take time. You got to take time to paint the picture and cast the vision of what it is you will look like when you achieve your ultimate goals and your ultimate dream. Let's keep going.
Because you see a lot of guys that'll quit when they under that pressure like that. A lot of guys quit when they break hands. You see many times how many times I done broke my hand, how many times I done broke a finger, how many times I done broke a hand, dislocated my shoulder, and came with a 3rd-degree burn, and still was able to fight.
You understand? Are you understanding this? This man is talking about the physical pain, the physical pain that he had to face, the breaks, the physical breaks, broken hand, broken finger, dislocated shoulder, 3rd-degree burns, but he still showed up to the fight. We're talking physically broken. But what about if you're mentally broken? What about if you're spiritually broken? A lot of us are spiritually broken. We can't get into the ring of life because we're spiritually broken. You have to take your bumps, bruises, and your scrapes and your breaks into the ring with you, ladies and gentlemen. Those are not handicaps. Those are not handicaps. Those are the tests. Those are not handicaps. Those are the tests of your will and your fate. You can either use that as your excuse or as your fuel. Either it's going to drive you to excuses or to execution, ladies and gentlemen. If this man could go into a heavyweight fight with broken bones in his hands, this is a match that is won, that is fought with your hands. And you're fighting with a broken hand? You're fighting with a broken finger? You're fighting with a dislocated shoulder? Most people of a non-champion mindset would say, how are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? How are you going to create income if you don't have any income? How are you going to create other millionaires when you're not a millionaire? Right? How are you going to win and you've never won before? How are you going to win when you've lost the past few times that you attempted? You're broken. You're broken. But you have to decide if these breaks will break you. You have to decide if these breaks will break you in life, ladies and gentlemen, or if these breaks will make you. Go in the ring with everything you got. Go in the ring with everything that you don't have. But go in the ring with a heart and the mindset of a champion. We're almost done. Y'all stay with me.
That shows true heart. That shows what a champion is all about, you know. And like I said, I don't think it should be no more questions about me. You know, if people thought I was chinny, I proved them wrong tonight.
Deontay, you've been criticized almost your entire career. Was this the kind of performance that against Luis Ortiz to silence all doubt this was?
Almost, I think so. But you know, we're gonna have people that still look at that fight and look at it a different way, you know. But it doesn't matter because I don't focus on negativity. I always focus on positive.
This is the man that's spiritual line, ladies and gentlemen. The question was, Deontay, do you think that this is the fight that's going to prove you to the other people? Do you think this is a fight that's going to silence the critics? Do you think this is the fight that's going to turn people that just don't like you around and make them like you now? Do you think that this is the fight that shows everyone that Deontay Wilder is a bona fide champion and a bona fide athlete, a bona fide boxer? Do you think this is the fight to do that? And his response was, of course it is, but somebody's going to try to turn this thing around. Somebody's going to say, oh, he got lucky. Somebody's going to say, oh, the ref was cheating. Somebody's going to say, oh, his opponent Ortiz he beat himself. Somebody's going to try to discredit him. But he's like, yo, I don't focus on the negativity. I'm here for the positivity. I'm here for the positive. I don't focus on people that are against me. I don't focus on people that are against me when I have so many people that are with me. I know that negativity reigns louder. We live in a society right now where negativity will get 10 times amplification over anything positive, but I focus on positivity. I focus on positivity. And watch how he breaks it down even further. And this is where we're going to wrap this thing up. Watch how he breaks this thing down even further, ladies and gentlemen.
My brothers, you know, I surround myself by positive men, positive thinking, positive speaking. And if you surround yourself by positivity you will draw towards you. And, you know, you talking about a whole group of men, you know, from black to white to Pakistanis. You know, we talk to each other every day. Every time we in a conversation, we say, I love you, man. I love you. Sometimes we in the thing, I love you, king, you know, because we look at each other as king. When I'm around my guys, I don't look at them as lesser than me because I make more money than them. I look at them as they're king, I'm a king, they're a leader, I'm a leader. I just empower their mind even more to be able to believe in themselves and look at it in a different light. You're like, you know what, man? You know, he's right. And they mind is so powerful now, you know, and it's just how I look at it.
Surrounding yourself with positive people, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you wrap it up. This is how you bring it around, right? This is how you put a bow on it. This is how you put a bow on a champion mindset. It starts in your mind, right? It's solidified in your heart. Your heart pumps it throughout your entire body. Your heart pumps champion blood throughout your entire body. Now, to keep this blood pumping, to keep the mind inspired, to keep the mind focused, to keep the mind motivated, you have to surround yourself with positive people, ladies and gentlemen. You have to surround yourself with positive people. That is mandatory. Oftentimes, we're surrounded with these negative people, with these toxic people. And we talk about that in the book as well, is the toxic people. And a lot of us don't even know how to identify the toxic people. A lot of us don't even know how to identify the toxic people. And I don't even know if toxic is a word, but it's a word in this context, all right? Surround yourself with the positive people, the people that are going to say, oh, man, if you come around and say, oh, man, you see what they're posting all this negativity. Those people are going to correct your mind. Say, man, listen, don't focus on that, bro. You're a champion. Look where we are. You're winning in life. Why would you dedicate any energy to those people that are losing in life? That are just trying to pull you into their losing layer. That's God talk. Why would you focus on these people that are trying to pull you into their losing layer? The layer's in the bottom, by the way. The layer's in the basement. The layer is wet and damp. There's no light. Layers don't allow light in. Don't let anybody pull you into their losing layer. Surround yourself with those positive people. Empower those people. It doesn't matter what level they're on. Don't shun people off because they don't have what you have. Don't shun people off because they don't have what you think. that you have. You focus on the positivity because everybody can bring value into your life. Again, that's another thing about a first-generation millionaire. A first-generation millionaire is full of value. It's full of worth. Everyone can bring some value into your life, ladies and gentlemen. Seek out those people. Stay close to those people. Tell those people that you love them. Empower those people, ladies and gentlemen. Allow them to empower you. And now you have a circle of champions. Now you have a circle of champion minds and champion hearts. How can you lose when you're surrounded by champions? How can you lose when you're surrounded by that energy? There's no way that you can lose in your mind, which is where most people fail. They never even get a chance to try the world because they lose in their minds. And if there's anyone around you that's allowing you to lose in your mind, you're in a layer, ladies and gentlemen. You need to elevate yourself to the next level. You're supposed to be in the rooftop. You need to be in the rooftop, not the layer. Listen, Antonio Starr, this is just something I wanted to bring you guys, and I hope that you felt it the way that I felt it, because I want y'all to understand something today, ladies and gentlemen. It's all in your mind. It's all in your mind. Win, lose, or draw is in your mind. If you believe in the Bible and you believe in the term that it was written, if you believe that it was written, ladies and gentlemen, and if you believe that you were brought into this world on this earth to win, then you're already winning. Your avatar is already a winner. You just have to focus. You just have to focus your mind. You got to develop that champion mindset. And go for it. And go for it. With or without everything that you need. Because everything that you need, you were born with. How do you punch a man with a broken hand? You mentally prepare yourself. How do you punch a man with a broken hand? A 300-pound man. And you're punching him with a broken hand. That's all will. It's all will. It's all God's will, and it's all God's plan. You just have to stick to the plan. Antonio Starr, y'all have a great day. Thank you for tuning into the First Generation Millionaire podcast. Be sure to share this podcast with everybody that you know, ladies and gentlemen. We still need the love. We still need the exposure. We still need more champions that have the same mindset that we do. We need you. Share this. Follow us on IG, the FGM. My personal IG is Antonio Starr with 2 R's. Follow me on Facebook. Yeah, I'm still on Facebook. Antonio Starr with 2 R's. The First Generation Millionaires. Follow us, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate your time. We appreciate your attention, and we appreciate your support. If you want to get some First Generation Millionaire gear, just go to www.firstgenerationmillionaire.com. Antonio Starr, thank you guys so much. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.